boom, boom, boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. How, 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 how. Hey, hey. You gotta come on.
Good morning, YouTubers. I'm in the truck. We're traveling. You can't see me. There's no light. No, you don't turn the one on in the truck because then it blinds you. So we are on our way to Lexington, Kentucky. We're going to take some shots along as we go. So this is the depot exit. We're heading Cahokia Heights now. So we'll let you know when we get down the road a little bit further. And then I'll inform you on Lexington, Kentucky when I can see where I'm going. I've had about 3 hours of sleep. Jesus, take the wheel. Here we are. 64, heading east. Caseyville is up here. All right. See where we're at later. So all this construction going on, and my luck getting caught behind a truck, and I'm not really sure, but I think we have to make some sort of exit here because we have to go to Louisville. It seems to be where they cut off the construction. We're back on normal roads now. We're going Memphis, Louisville. Up around Mount Vernon and Ashley. And it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We are now heading south. Southern Girls and Sweet Tea. I tell you, I-64 is the most desolate road, I think. There's no filling stations or anything to pull off and relieve thyself. So it's looking more and more I'm going to do what this guy's doing right here. I'm going to have to pull off on the side of the road and go water a tree. Wow.
A few moments later.
Well, there it is. That's the watering hole. Yeah, I don't even know where we're at, but we're still on our way, so here we go. You know when you're going through Georgia and you just see the same road over and over and over? Here's another one. I'm either in East Jesus or Bumblefuck Egypt. This is the same road. It keeps going on and on and on. You see the sign? Neither did I. Looks like we're gonna go over some river, and there's an old big bridge on the left. We're going underneath this. Isn't that something? Look at this. This is neat. What am I? Ohio River. We're going over the Ohio River, but we're going underneath that big one on top. Isn't that something? Can't see that really, but there's a train on the bridge over there. Look at this. Stay in these lanes for Louisville. Guess what, folks? We've just arrived in Kentucky. All right. Louisville, Lexington. Well, we'll see where we're at. All right. I believe this is okay, Kentucky International Convention Center. Look at the big bridge. Look at that bridge. We're going into downtown area. I'm not real sure what that does. Heavy, heavy traffic. It's a lift bridge to allow the boats to go in. I'll tell you that by the time I got to the side of it. Nashville, Indianapolis, 1 mile. Lexington, 64 east. Getting 64 east here, or Lexington. Muhammad Ali Center. Yeah, we're in Louisville. The KFC Center. I believe the Ohio River is on our left. Can't move the camera, I'm busy driving. Lexington, Cincinnati. Had a show in Cincinnati one time. Okay, we're still Lexington straight. needs to get over. Nope, he was in the wrong lane all the way to begin with. Blue moon! It's also up to 87 degrees outside. They're talking 102 today for heat index. Advertisement down here. gas is $2.99 down here. Gotta watch my speed here. It's 45. $2.99. Get some clouds that breaks the sun. BCTC Adult Education. There's a guy restoring a charger. Let's see what he's doing. Still green. Lincoln Terrace Apartments. That looks like an old hotel. I'm really getting into a downtown area here. There's Rallies. Look at that apartment building. Holy crap. Pretty rough streets down here. Industrial area. Big old water tower coming up. R.C. Corman. Isn't that something? Somebody's going to know more about that than I do. This is like Franklin on the residential to business area. Okay, I'm gonna make a right-hand turn up here. Okay. Get her $2.99 gas. That's what I'll be doing. Cookout fresh burgers. All right. Waffle House. Jersey Mike Sub. Starbucks. Or Paddock Bourbon Club. Wonder what that is. Supposedly I got another 8 minutes. There's a Wendy's over there. Zaxby's. Must be a chicken place. Burrito taco truck. More taco place. Arby's. That's Lexington Clinic. Going downtown here. Big boy, and it's closed. That's too bad. That was a historic restaurant. The Human Bean. Let's see, this is Moe's Grill, Taco Bell. Oh, we're really getting into it now. The Head Chef. fan outside. Now the truck's air conditioner is trying. This is what it can't do. It can't sit in traffic. Okay, supposedly down this road. Train guy in front of me here. I'm not sure. Looking for a Shriner's Temple. We're back into a business district again. Produce coming in. Got a green thing here, bicycles. Oh, we're almost there. We'll go down here and make a right. It's supposed to be on our right hand side. About 900 feet on an unnamed road, whatever that means. Yeah, I think that is a train person, because here is the Shriner's Temple, and they said that she's going the back. So this could be a layout that's coming in. Well, he's going Dollar General, but I was told to go to the back. Ramp and everything. All right, folks. Well, we're certainly not going to stay out here very long. Nice vet there I shot earlier coming in. It's time to move in. and time to unload all this that I packed. And as soon as we get it all in, I'll come back to you and we'll be inside. Definitely a small show, but that means great sales for the people that are here. So the next 2 days, like I said, he said he gets people on Saturday, they leave, and he gets new people on Sunday. Don't know if what's that going to happen or whatever, but sounds pretty good to me. So we're here, we're set up. I've eaten a heat-exhausted lunch. Supposed to go to the hotel around 5, so I'm going to kind of hang around here and see what I can see. So I misread the description of this place. This is what I ended up with. I've never stayed anywhere like this before. Kitchenette. I guess they have people stay here for weeks at a time, for a week or whatever, and they just go out and they just stock their room like they're at home. This is insane. And it didn't cost as much as you thought it would, or you think it would. Wow. Good morning, YouTubers. Well, I know that reads the right way, but on my screen it's backwards. We're at the Alika Temple. It's an Aenid temple, Shriners, and Alika Shriners is what it is. So, no, that's not Muslim. So we're here in Lexington, Kentucky, and we're having a train show. So we're gonna see. Why is my battery at half? I haven't even used any. Oh my. Okay, so anyway, it's 6 and I think they said 7 to get in, so you know I'm early all the time anyway. So we're just gonna sit here. I might go up and down this strip. I'm looking for somewhere to eat a supper, but yeah, this is the way it is right now, and we'll see you when we get inside as the crow flies. Okay. Whoops. I've been doing a lot of misreading lately. I don't understand that, but I misread the farm, and they don't open until 8:30 in the morning, so time to go back in there. Gotta say this quietly. We're not open yet, and I'm looking at all the stuff that is here. And remember when I told you crackhead prices? I've never seen so many. I should sell like a wild man, but I'm gonna walk around and show you this stuff. Athearn blue box.
Those are good though. One of my favorites. I usually don't like to pay the price Kroger has for.
If you have to put that down, there's something wrong with you.
Try to bring something healthy instead of something sweet. Just snack on.
Oh yeah. Grapes are good.
I know it's because of what's about to happen and what is happening right now, but if I had to go home now, 263, that's horrible for a Saturday show. I usually run a half price sale on Sunday. I started it early. It netted me $30. That's it. If there was a fat lady singing, she wasn't even on cue. I don't know where she was. So I can't sleep in this stone bed. So I just feel like shit. So I'm going to attempt to get some sleep tonight. I don't have to get up till 6 in the morning. But hopefully tomorrow, with the half price all the time with the people that come in on Sunday. And yeah, he's right. He had, and I guess they live close or not, I don't know, but he had quite a few people leave. So maybe we'll get some new people tomorrow and they'll take their place, or we won't. So let's see what Half Price Sunday does, and I guess I'll talk to you either during the show or after the show. For this segment, let's learn things. See that guy? Here's the guy in charge right here. This is Larry Mitchell, and we're in Lexington, Kentucky. So what do we call this show?
This is the Bluegrass Model Railroad Club annual show. It's been going on since 2022, and this is our 4th year.
That's what I was going to ask. How many years have we been here? He's been here 4 years. I just found it on the, you came up on a list in the internet.
Trainlist.com?
Yeah.
Trainlist.com, and we put our site up there.
Yeah, and I found it. And I always, my viewers know I do a mini vacation and throw a train show in. And I usually went to Franklin, Indiana, but that place fell apart. So we're looking for a new place, and hopefully that will work. And I looked on the list, and I saw this, and well, if I'm going to drive this long, it's got to be 2 days.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing here. Fantastic location. This is great. What is it now?
This is the Shriners Temple on Southland Drive in Lexington, Kentucky. I looked at probably 10 different venues, and they were just so expensive, and they were not flexible to our needs. I contacted the temple. I didn't know we had this nice ballroom in here, and they offered us a very good price, and we couldn't turn them down, and they're just so accommodating.
Well, this is really, really nice. It's got that air conditioning. Remember, we all talked about that. This is huge. I mean, and you've got layouts here. How many you got here?
Well, we've got our HO, we've got the N scale, the G, the Lionel, and T track, and then we did have a Z track, but those are so so messy sometimes, or hard to run, so we didn't bring that this time.
Well, I noticed that G scale over there. That was real popular with the kids. They were all looking at that. And then I noticed that you had another, that O gauge layout, and you had little.
Yeah.
What are those?
Yeah, it has foot pedals. There's 4 of them. One of them operates a horn. One of them operates a crossing guard. One opens up a door, and a guy with a lantern comes out, and then the third one operates a light on top of a tower. We also are at the Southern Lights every year for November and December, and our club has been doing that for probably 30 years now. And that, what you mentioned, those little foot pedals are just so exciting for the kids because it's interactive and they love it.
Yeah, that's what I saw the kids. One girl just over there, oh, wow, she's really getting into it and all. And then I noticed over on this now, who are these guys over? We got an HO and an N. Who are they?
That's part of the club. Those are the club modules. Boy, I wish you could talk to John, but John is 99 years old, one of our oldest members. He's here, and he built 3 modules of our N scale, and we still use it to this day. He built them 30 years ago.
Wow. And I noticed that a couple of those were interactive over there, and they said you press this button, this button, this button.
Yeah, it has one has a Ferris wheel, one has a little N scale train that goes, it's on the end of the HO, and then the third one is a carousel. And kids, big kids and little kids, get to press it and run it.
I know, I was tempted. I was going to go over there and just start pressing buttons and have a good time. Real nice entrance. I mean, and the artwork on this, I'm going to shoot a little bit of this artwork, and this is a really nice place. You don't find stuff like this.
Well, we're very fortunate. It has 2 loading docks in the back that we can use, and the big thing for me was it was handicap accessible. And we've got scooters that come in here, and people, older people, and it's perfect for them. Saturday and Sunday we're here, and it's just been great. Our first year, I think we maybe had 150 people. Yesterday alone, we had over 400.
You hear that? You guys are missing a show. You need to come down here.
Another thing too is Our first year, well, after the Southern Lights, I suggested we have this. And the team said, or the board said, well, go ahead, but you got to do it. So for the last 4 years, I've been doing it. But our first year, we didn't have any vendors because we just wanted to get the show going. And it was our 50th year, so we only charged 50 cents to get in. And it went over real big. The next year, we had a few vendors, maybe 20 tables. The year after that, we got 40. Today, we had 54. So we were packed, well, you saw, we were packed out. The vendors that I talked to have all said that they were just so happy with how things are going. So we're looking to expand next year into a smaller section out back to put some of our layouts and make more room for the tables here.
Wow. Okay, so keep that in mind for next year. How do you now? Do you have a flyer, or how do you do this?
Well, we have multiple ways. I have a small flyer, like smaller than a postcard, and at Southern Lights, that's our biggest event. We'll have 8,000 people come through over the whole month and a half. So we hand out those flyers, and we handed out over 3,000 flyers last year. And I've had people tell, I'll say, how'd you find us? And they'll say, we got that flyer, we put it on a refrigerator in December, and we're back in July. We also use Facebook, which has been very popular. We use trainlist.com, where you found us. And that's where I get most of my vendors from. And then we use yard signs around the city, and we have magnetic signs on our cars that talk about the show, and it's just been good.
Well, that's tremendous. I'm looking forward. Do you have any dates in mind yet, or?
Yeah, we can't select a date because Shriners will not let us do anything until after October 1st because their leadership gets first crack at the weekends. So we have to wait till they select their weekends, and then we'll take what's available.
Okay, so October-ish, somewhere in there, we'll be announcing, and you'll get all that information.
And it'll be on trainlist.com, and you will get an email very first.
Okay, so if you're here, you get that. And I looked, they got a lot of hotels around here. I actually misread mine. I got this sweet thing, had a kitchen in it and all. It was crazy, and got it for almost nothing. So you got plenty of places to stay around here. Very easy to get to, and I mean, this is nice. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for letting me come. This is my podcast, Let's Learn Things. We're learning about this show in Lexington, Kentucky, and I'll tell you, yeah, it was a 5-hour drive for me, but I'll tell you what, it's been worth it. And I love that little ramp that you have that comes from the lot into the building.
Oh, yes.
That was really, really neat. I'm going to take a picture of that because I have a show in St. Laborie, and they, well, how do we get them up the stairs? Well, I had to show them how to, like you're building stairs and flip it over and put it back on it. Now they got this giant ramp.
But it's pretty steep, I bet.
Yeah, it's a lot. Where this thing is nothing. I mean, you don't have to be pushing, pulling, or anything. You just roll it up. So again, thank you so much for letting me be here and let us know out there on Let's Learn Things.
Well, thank you, and hello to all you folks. Glad to see you out there.
All right, well, that's going to do it for this segment of Let's Learn Things. And Larry's got a hourly.
Well, this is our grand prize. We have a $50 gift certificate for a local train shop, Berkshire Trains.
Okay.
And he's one of our sponsors, and I'm going to give that at 3 o'clock.
All right, well, that's going to do it for Let's Learn Things here. Larry, go get your drawing at 3 o'clock. Here we go.
Thanks.
Good morning, YouTubers, and guess what? Yep, it's that time again. It's the Iron Spike Train Museum, and it's humidity. See the lens? Oh my God. Yeah, this is what it's going to be like today. They're saying 92, so that's a heat index of about 100 or so. We are probably not going to last that long, but we'll be here as fast or as long as we can. Dirk's Trains is ready to go again. We're gonna set up real quick. They don't get here until about 8 o'clock, and oh my God, this poor lens. But we're gonna be here right now. We're gonna set this stuff up, get it good looking, and see what happens today. I know last weekend was a well, yeah, it was a disaster, but we're gonna see what we can do today, and hopefully today will be a lot better. I don't know, probably not, but who knows. Outdoor market setup. No, nothing to see here. Nothing's happening. I'm going to show you the weather. We had beautiful sunlight, and then this showed up. Cloud burst. We just got a burst. Everything got wet. I've had to dry everything off. I managed, the tables are out there. My cooler's out there. I managed to get everything back in the truck because I literally watched a rainstorm come and go right around us like something was preventing it from going over us. Their stuff, they can't get set up either because of what's happening. I've got a buddy down in Florida who said if you didn't have bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. And that is what this is turning out to be. It's 9:22. They don't open up until 10 o'clock. So I've put everything in here. Maybe the sun will pop back out or something, I don't know, but it rained for about 3 minutes and dumped almost a half to an inch of rain. So I'm in the truck with the air conditioning that half-ass works, and just trying to wait it out. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you know. 12:23, the sun came out, heat index of 100. It's time to go home. So that's going to do it for this segment. Let's learn things at the Iron Spike Train Museum's outdoor market. There's only a few left, and then that's it. So see you then.